Shericka Jackson is stepping back onto the track, and this time she's not just racing, she's recovering. After missing the Paris Olympics due to injury, the Jamaican sprint queen is back, and she's got something to prove. Not to the fans, not even to her rivals, to herself, because when you've been at the top, sitting on the sidelines stings harder than any loss. And now, she's back for vengeance. Not with words, but with spikes on the track. And the timing, perfect. Because standing across from her at the start line is one of the hottest names in sprinting right now, Julien Alfred. Yes, Julien Alfred, the woman who stunned the world in 2024 when she took gold in the 100 meters at the Paris Olympics. The woman who beat none other than Sha'Carri Richardson on the biggest stage of them all. The pride of St. Lucia, the sprint star who's been climbing the ladder with relentless consistency. And now she's standing in Jackson's way. The stage for this face-off? The 2025 Miramar Invitational, going down at the Anson Sports Complex in Miramar, Florida. The event, the 300 meters. Not a typical sprint, not a pure dash, but the kind of race that tests both your speed and your soul. It sits right between the raw explosiveness of the 200 and the brutal grind of the 400. It's where the best of both worlds collide. And that's exactly what makes this race so fascinating. Shericka Jackson is a two-time world champion, the reigning queen of the 200 meters, and her background in the 400, that's what gives her an edge in this kind of race. She's got the stamina, the control, and when she's locked in, she finishes like a freight train. But let's be real, she didn't start 2025 with a bang. Her season opener in the 60 meters was lukewarm, a second place finish with a time of 7.18 seconds. Solid, sure, but not the kind of fire people expect from Shericka. And that's what makes this race different. This isn't just a meet. This is her moment to set the record straight, to silence the doubters, to say, I'm still here, and I'm still dangerous. But Alfred, she's not just here to run a good race. She's here to snatch another win from another world champion. And here's what makes it scary. Julien Alfred isn't just sticking to short sprints anymore. She's evolving. Her training has shifted. She's doing longer intervals, strength work, relay prep, and all of it is sharpening her for exactly this kind of distance. Her team has made it clear. They want her to be more than a 100 meter or 200 meter threat. They want her to own the entire sprint spectrum. And you know what? It's working. She holds St. Lucia's national records in both the 300 and 400 meters, and her range is starting to look a lot like Jackson's. So now, this isn't just a showdown between two runners. This is a clash between two fully developed sprint machines, each built for destruction, each with something to prove. But don't get it twisted. This isn't a two-woman race. The field is packed with killers. Jessica GB from Ivory Coast, Sada Williams from Barbados, Amber Anning from Great Britain, all of them capable of delivering an upset. All of them trained, prepped, and ready to drop a season-defining time. There are no throwaways in this race, no easy wins. Every lane is loaded. But let's be honest, all eyes are on Jackson versus Alfred, because it's not just about who crosses the line first. It's about what this race says. Who's back in form? Who's trending upward? Who's owning the track in 2025? And the energy going into this race, electric. You've got Jackson, battle-tested, experienced, hungry after injury, carrying the weight of Jamaica's sprint legacy on her back. And you've got Alfred, fresh off Olympic gold, fearless, rising, and representing a new wave of power from the Caribbean. It's not just a matchup, it's a message. The 300 meters isn't a regular stage for rivalry, but that's what makes it special. It's neutral ground. No one dominates it, no one owns it. Which means this race, it's wide open. And for both Shericka and Julien, it's not just about winning, it's about planting a flag, and make no mistake, this race isn't just about times, it's about tone. It's about who controls the narrative heading into the rest of the season. Because the truth is, both Shericka Jackson and Julien Alfred are carrying very different kinds of pressure. Shericka, she's got legacy weight, the kind of expectations that come when you've won world titles and led the Jamaican sprint dynasty after Shelly-Ann and Elaine. People expect her to win, period. And after missing the Olympics in Paris due to injury, she knows she doesn't have time to ease into 2025. The world is watching every step, every split, every finish. And in the 300 meters, every decision counts. There's no space for hesitation. You can't play catch up like you can in the 400, and you don't have the quick turnaround of a 100 meter to fix mistakes. It's that awkward in-between distance where strategy can either carry you or crush you. Shericka's strength lies in her finish. That 400 meter background makes her dangerous in the last 100 meters. When others are tying up, that's when she's just getting started. Her stride opens up, her shoulders relax, and suddenly she's blowing past athletes who looked untouchable 50 meters ago. But here's the thing, Julien Alfred's start is deadly. She's one of the most explosive starters in the game right now. Just ask Sha'Carri Richardson. That first 60 meters, Julien's out like a bullet. It's clean, aggressive, no wasted motion. If she gets a big enough lead early, even Shericka might not be able to reel her back in. That's why this race is so intriguing. It's a classic clash of styles. Power start versus strong finish. Explosion versus endurance. Who hits the curve first? Who controls the home stretch? Who blinks? And we haven't even touched on the psychology yet. Julien Alfred has been riding the high of an Olympic gold medal. She's got confidence, a strong camp behind her, and nothing to lose. But that can also be a double-edged sword. When everyone expects you to win again, every misstep feels 10 times louder. Every second place finish feels like a crisis. And with Shericka in the lane next to her, that pressure will be real. On the flip side, Shericka is coming back from an injury. She's had months away from competition. That's hard on any athlete, but especially one used to being dominant. This race will test more than just her fitness. It'll test her mental sharpness. Is she ready to trust her body again? Is she going to push or play it safe? Because in the 300 meters, hesitation gets punished. And then there's the bigger picture. This matchup isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening in a season packed with elite races. With the Diamond League kicking off soon, athletes are jostling for position, for momentum, and most importantly, for respect. A win here could set the tone for how they're viewed going into Doha, Suzhou, and Eugene. Whoever walks away with the W in Miramar isn't just winning a race, they're winning leverage for endorsements, for confidence, for seeding in upcoming races. And don't forget, the World Championships in Tokyo are coming in just a few months. Every performance now becomes a statement piece in the resume these athletes are building. And it's not just Shericka and Julien that feel it. Athletes like Sada Williams, Amber Anning, Jessica GB, they're all trying to crash the party. One breakout run from any of them could change the entire hierarchy. We've seen it before. Underdogs rise when favorites stumble. That's the beauty and brutality of sprinting. Still, it's hard to deny the electricity that Shericka versus Julien brings to the track. They're two athletes from two different paths, meeting at the same intersection. One fighting to reclaim the throne, one fighting to take it for good. As the 300-meter event draws closer, fans around the world are locked in, analysts are making predictions, coaches are whispering strategies, and somewhere, both Shericka Jackson and Julien Alfred are going over race plans, warming up, stretching, breathing deep, knowing that in just a few seconds of racing, everything can change. This is what track and field is all about. Explosions off the blocks, precision on the curves, guts in the final stretch. Let the battle begin.